All right, we are back with another episode of Nine and Dime. Special guests coming on this episode. We've got two young wide receivers, Puka Nacua and Jordan Worthington. And we've got some good stuff coming. We got, touching on Puka's weak stomach.
Yes.
His inability to work at all.
And hold food down at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's one or the other with
Anything,
him.
It is. And then with Mr. Worthington, we're going to do a little bit of a between two ferns thing with the...
If you guys have seen that before, it's a Galifianakis special.
We'll see how Mr. Worthington responds.
Treat your guest with the utmost respect at all times and ask him really hard-hitting, diligent questions, which Cooper did a really nice job of, if I remember correctly. So
I'm going to do a really good job of it.
Yeah, no, correct. Going to, because we haven't shot it yet.
Before we get into this episode, we're going to do a little warm-up here. Top 3, bottom 3.
Okay.
Top 3, bottom 3 Halloween candies.
Okay.
You've got a little more experience.
Would you like me to go first? Yeah, more years under my belt.
More years under your belt. So.
Yep, that is true. Okay. So I'm assuming top 3, I list my top 3, and then bottom 3, I list my bottom 3. I believe that's how this goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 3 Halloween candies. Number 1 for me, Reese's Original Peanut Butter Cup.
It is the number 1.
Fantastic.
I'm going to do this beside you. That's also my number 1. You see them pull that out of the...
Especially, I honestly don't mind the little mini guys either.
No. It's nice though when they give you the big dogs.
Yeah. I'll say Reese's number 1 for me. Probably Snickers number 2.
Mm-hmm.
3... I'm going to try to go something non-chocolate, but maybe like Sour Patch Kids or something.
That's good.
Those are good.
They're not like a
Halloween candy. It's more of a movie candy.
It is. I was going to say Starbursts.
Ooh,
so this is my childhood me would have said Three Musketeers, but I've grown up and realized that Three Musketeers is terrible.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a terrible chocolate. If
it's going to be in my bottom 3. So
yeah, if you like Three Musketeers.
Young Cooper was not smart. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but Snickers is good.
Yes.
I would say young me would like Milky Way.
Again.
No.
Hard pass.
Baby Ruth.
Yes.
Okay, so.
And you ever mess with a Payday? You
Yeah,
ever had a Payday?
That was more of an adult. I think it's more of an adult thing, though.
Yeah, but I was always like,
you salty guy. An adult.
Salty guy. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Mature beyond my years.
You're having a scotch.
Yeah. Scotch and a Payday. You didn't walk around like that when you were a kid.
Things were different in Texas.
Bottom 3 for me. Or I guess you have to do yours.
No. So I was going to say
you kind
Reese's,
of just piggybacked on mine, but go
Reese's,
ahead. Okay.
Baby Ruth.
Okay.
And I'm going to Starburst.
Okay.
And I like the yellow Starburst, which I think people don't think is good. But
and I like the orange one. And everybody in my house throws the yellows and the oranges out and is like, "You're crazy. We eat pink and reds only." So I'm like, more orange for me.
Yeah. I'm good with the yellow.
Yeah.
And orange is good too.
Only original.
Oh yeah.
I don't mess with
all the different
same
with
Skittles when I was a kid. Give me the red
OG,
bag. Other than that.
Yeah. Yellow, that's interesting. Yellow and orange. Which, interestingly, just throwing this in there, the orange Gatorade is the worst Gatorade.
Totally disagree. Orange in a can? Bring it to me every time. Can only, though.
I would have said the only thing that's worse than orange is red, but I'm pretty sure they discontinued that.
Love you, Gatorade.
Yeah. Bottom 3.
Bottom 3.
And we're going 3, 2, 1 to like 1 being the worst?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. Work our way down to the worst one.
I'm going to... I don't know.
I know what one is.
What is yours?
Candy corns.
Me too.
Candy corns
so bad.
Are trash. I'm pretty sure that originally started as a candle wax.
Correct.
And then they're like, hey,
someone scooped up the remnants of a Halloween candle.
I'm going to eat this.
Formed it into what looks like a shark tooth and said, kids, eat this.
Yeah, this is good. They forgot it was Halloween. And
I'm so glad you're on the same page.
Yeah, so candy corns are the worst.
If people like licorice, black licorice or whatever
black licorice is worse.
Bad. I also don't like
too.
Red Vines. I'm a Twizzler guy. You're a Red Vines guy. You're Pacific Northwest. You like candle wax. Every Pacific Northwest person I know likes red
I would have
Vines.
said that
just a giant
Twizzlers was more waxy than Red Vines.
Get out of here.
The big tub of Red Vines is significantly better than the
Lose
plasticky.
about 3 teeth while you eat it.
No, you're eating stale Red Vines. The third one, what's handed out that you're like, not great? Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, agreed.
You're handing a Tootsie Roll out?
I agree.
Yeah, get out of here.
That's low effort.
Yeah, it is low effort.
Tootsie Roll's a huge hit in my house too.
I'm sure it is.
Like kids and
but it's
Kelly B.
it's like a. It's like a
a big
chocolate
kid.
Starburst. And no one wants a chocolate Starburst.
I never know when it's done. Like, at what point do you swallow it? You know,
I think
because
you
you're
spit
just
'em
chewing
out.
it forever
You just spit them out.
and ever. Yeah, I
You're
agree.
supposed to swallow 'em. So there you go. Top 3, bottom 3. And you know what? I think most people would agree that those, at least the top one, I know that the top one and the bottom one, I think that's like universally known as those things.
Consensus picks.
And they're the Halloween colors,
Yeah.
which is how you kind of know that those are in the spots that they belong. All right, so there we go. Good warm up. Top 3, bottom 3. Let's get into this thing. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go change, and we'll be right back.
Yep. Welcome to Nine and Dime. I'm Matthew Stafford. That's Cooper Kupp. Season 2, Episode 2. As we stated in the first episode, it's going to be a little bit more of a long-winded vlog situation we got going on this year rather than the quick games that we had last year. We will have conversations about kind of what got us to this point and some of our football past and maybe future, and also some guests because we heard it from the fans that you guys wanted to have some guests on.
Give them what they want.
We were trying to give the people what they want.
And today we've got on Puka Nacua joining us live in studio, on set, live and in person.
What's up, laddies?
What's up, buddy?
He's Australian. We obviously have the old timer. Establish the game. We got the middle, the modern, bringing up the prime time of football, and then we've got the new. This is how we do things here, Puka. We'll get into a little bit more of the stuff, but we got to warm up first with a little game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna warm up with a top 3, bottom 3, top 3, bottom 3, and today. I mean, this is actually the only reason we brought you on here was to do this for us because we're doing fast foods.
Yep.
And
That's my specialty, coach. That's
what I'm saying. We brought in our resident sage aficionado connoisseur of all things fast food. And you know what? I'm going to take a back seat here. I don't even know. I love ranking things.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll hop in. But I'm just going to let you take this over and give us our top 3, bottom 3 fast food chains in the world, I guess.
what defines fast food for us? Does it have a drive-through? Does it not have a drive-through?
Let's
say it has a drive-through.
I think it has to have a drive-through.
Okay.
And we're just in top 3, bottom 3 for all the people out there. We are going the top 3 that you think are the best, and then the bottom 3 that you may not frequent as much.
The ones you might not frequent as much.
Yeah. So what are your...
Number 1, I'm a McDonald's goer. I had the 10-piece. I need a number 5 large with sweet and sour sauce and a high C orange, please.
Made to order.
And I will get that cooked to order. I will see you at the next window.
What does that set you back? Do you know the exact price?
Oh, well, I round up. At the McDonald's, you can round up, so it's like about $14 every time, like 14 even. You get the round up, supporting the cause.
Guy knows his order, man.
And the charity.
Really
and
proud of you.
respect it. And an Oreo McFlurry if I'm feeling like feisty.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like, it's been a good week of workouts. I'm feeling, like I'm feeling real good.
Yeah.
Now the weight's in check. I'm going to get a nice Oreo McFlurry.
Good for you.
Okay, so that's one.
That's
McDonald's is
number one for sure. The Big Mac is also really good.
We're going to keep going.
Taco Bell is number 3.
Okay.
I'm going to switch it up.
Okay.
One from 1 to 3.
Okay.
Taco Bell is number 3. And then Taco Bell, wide variety. You got to let it burritos, tacos, the cinnamon twist, the Baja Blast.
Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Yep. The Supreme Wrap. Yep. See, Coach.
I do.
Yeah.
That's the one I could pull off the top of my head.
I'm trying to, and then
Chicken Crunch Wrap Supreme.
There you go.
Is that still around?
Yeah. Sure.
Is it?
oh, I'm not sure.
Oh.
It sounded really good right there.
Last time I had Taco
it's
Bell,
not, it
was
should be
the
a
Chicken
menu
Crunch
item.
Wrap Supreme. What's
2?
Good.
2, I think I'm going to go with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, Coach.
Popeyes.
Wow.
Can I say specifically just the chicken sandwich? Because I don't know if the rest of Popeyes considers itself as number 2.
Sure.
But the
you can do whatever you
Popeyes
want.
chicken sandwich
This is your list.
is number 2.
Okay. There's a lot of people that are going to have thoughts on the chicken sandwich thing.
I don't think it's up for debate.
Oh, really?
The Chick-fil-A fall off has been quite evident.
So are you putting Chick-fil-A in your bottom 3?
Yes, Coach.
Ooh.
Wow.
Not a
Interesting.
chicken guy.
But
Popeyes
is
chicken
number 2.
Popeyes, the chicken
Except
Popeyes
for that.
sandwich. Yeah, it's really good. It's a little less greasy.
Yeah,
A nice
see-
little crunch in there.
Makes you think about possibly trying to go see what this chicken sandwich is about.
Yeah, I've never had it.
Never had the Popeyes one.
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
But-
Chick-fil-A
but-
in my house a lot because
Okay.
B from Atlanta, where it started.
Yeah. So what? Okay.
So good luck.
So
Next time
the
you see her.
the Chick-fil-A cookies and cream shake. The desserts I'm well
Yeah, those
versed
are
in.
good.
There. You know, they got the good brownies. Their mac and cheese is actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not that.
I get it. Listen, you do
bread,
you.
The bread is not that great.
okay. So what are your other two?
bottom three?
Other two bottom.
I'm not a Burger King's. Burger King's no. If
You
you're
can't-
if
you're
McDonald's
McDonald's.
is number one, Burger King's obviously
Yeah,
got to
got
be in the opposite direction. The
Yep, makes
fries, the
sense.
chicken fries used to be good. They took a hard fall. You know, they did the whole revamping. They got a new song. It's not that great.
A new song.
Yeah, it's like BK, have it your way.
It's kind of
You're
sad.
rude.
Isn't that the same as it always been?
No. It used to be it used to be the guy just talking.
Oh.
Yeah,
But now
the
they,
big.
they-
Maybe
maybe
they
that's
used to
what
have
I'm
like the
just-
big
the
crown
song-
head guy. Like,
the song sounded really depressing when you said it.
well, maybe it wasn't like the right tone. I was a little.
You didn't get to warm
it's
up your
definitely
voice.
more out-
You didn't get to warm
yeah,
up your
sorry.
voice before you got here.
Little parch out here. We're in Houston right now, Coach.
Yeah.
Number one, bottom three.
Number one, bottom three, which is the very bottom.
The bottomist.
The bottomest.
I would think is how you say that.
Yes. The
bottomest.
bottomest.
Oh,
most-
Arby's. Oh, how did I forget Arby's?
Sco is
Sco
going to
is
be
oh my gosh.
big Arby's fan.
upset.
Yeah.
He actually pissed off the whole Midwest with that one.
Yeah.
So
Good luck.
Yeah, curly fries, not that great. Not gonna go get
which is
roast
probably what I
beef
would've
from
said.
Arby's.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they got their chocolate swirl things. Not as good as Wendy's, but it's reasonable.
How do you like their slogan?
We got the meats.
We have the meat. You know, very questionable statement. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of Arby's. Yeah, that's why I was number one, bottom three.
It's good. I like your top three, bottom three.
Yep. I do too.
All right, here we go. We're warm. Puka Nacua from Orem, Utah, 177th pick in the 2023 draft. Orem, which is apparently going to be my future home, correct?
100%,
Vacation
Coach.
home during
When I'm
football
back,
season.
when I'm the head
offense
coach.
coordinator. I'm looking forward to that. Puka had a good year last year. By
Wait,
most
Coach, we gotta
people's accounts.
offer my guy a job. We're not just gonna.
No, we're not gonna. No, he can interview.
Dean of students?
Yeah.
What am I?
He can interview.
You want to be for the
No, I don't. I don't want any of those problems, to be honest with you. I'll just be, what do they call those guys now? They call him
the video crew.
offensive senior assistant. I'll be that guy.
I was gonna say we could.
If you call a good play, I'll act like I did it. And if you call a bad one, I'll be like, this guy's a chump.
Coop had the mic on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good. So Puka, good year last year. Not great. That was really good. Broke the rookie receiving yards record. Receptions by a rookie in a game. Receiving yards by a rookie in a playoff game. Didn't know you had that one.
I didn't either. Nice.
Congrats. It's awesome.
That was.
Yeah, man.
We were balling, Coach.
Yeah, you were.
You learn something new in this segment.
Yeah, I had
Something
no
new
idea.
all the time. So here we go. That's who we're talking to if you didn't know.
A lot has been made of the Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua off-season workouts. I used to see Puka. I would be like taking my kids or something to school or to summer camp or something. I'd see Puka leaving Cooper's house. We live not too far from each other. You were probably on your way to McDonald's at that time to just get the craving out of the way after this. But how were the workouts with Cooper? Any good stories? Just elaborate on your off-season working out with Mr. Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, it was super fun. I remember, like, we were at the Super Bowl. I'm with my family. We're all watching the game and stuff like that. And I get a text like, "Hey, like, I'm working out on Tuesday. Like, we're getting to work on. Like, that's my first day I'm starting." And I'm like, "Oh." Like, I was planning on going home to California on Tuesday. Like, I'm still in Las Vegas. I'm enjoying the Super Bowl. Like, thinking, like, man, everybody says it's going to be the off season. You're going to enjoy. You're going to take time off. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in chill mode. And then I flew back to California, showed up to Coop's house for the workout, and like, I barfed all over his lawn like that the first day of workouts. And Coop was like, yeah, like, we're going to acclimate ourselves. We're going to warm up into it. So I'm like, Coach, we're acclimating ourselves. And I just lost 17 pounds at our first workout. I don't know how well we're going to acclimate it, but I just remember being like, wow, I got to become a morning person, because 6 a.m. was like, it's not my thing. Like, I like to say, like, I don't feel like there's a lag between like when I wake up and like my energy, but like 6 a.m, like every other day, I'm like, man, 9:30, I got to go to bed now, Coach. It's like the physical things that kind of come along with it. Like, man, the first thing I got to do is be able to ready to work out. Like, I got to get sleep. Like, I got to start hydrating. Like, it shifted like how kind of everything worked for me. Like, when I'm eating, like how much I eat and like what my rest of my day looks like. Cause I'm like, oh, when you work out at 6 a.m. and then we're done at 8, like I get recovery for a little bit. And then I'm like, now what do I do with the rest of my day? Cause that was all I was really thinking about. But I feel like now I wasn't the only Nacua brother who threw up at Coop's house either. Like my little brother and my older brother come into the house to work out. I'm like, hey, come out. I'm like, hey, Coop, is it cool if my brothers come? And he's like, yeah, of course. Everybody's always welcome. My little brother's a freshman going into BYU. I was like, man, I want to come work out with you guys. I'm like, oh, this would be good for him to see what it's like. Like, I'm also like probably maybe a week and a half to like into Coop's workout. So we're out of the acclimation phase. I'm like, all right, like now we're really hitting like heavier weights and stuff like that. And so I'm like, oh, like I got to be able to push my little brother. But I'm also like, I'm just like, everything's follow Coop. We're in like a snake line going around through every workout. My little brother's like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And like, I don't really pay attention. Coop doesn't stop. Coop doesn't go. It's like we keep going around the circuit. And I'm like, where's Tay at? Where's my little brother? My little brother's thrown up all over the bathroom. It's like I go in there, he's trying to clean it with like the hand towel. And it's like, wait, no, that's like, well, first of all, you could have gone outside, dude. Like there's so much space for you to go outside, and you chose to go into the bathroom, missed the toilet. So I'm like, all right, close the door. Like I'm like, try to clean this up as much as you can before you come in and notice.
Man.
Like it was so funny because I'm like, now that I was like, I got to come back and like really redeem ourselves for my family because I'm like, we got Coop is like putting us to he's killing us.
It was the Nacuas are consistent. I'll tell you what, come with great energy.
Yes.
And every single one of them, first day, yaks. Ended up on all fours.
I was a little bit jealous that I didn't get invited to the workouts, but now I'm entirely happy I didn't because I don't want to be in that list.
No, you wouldn't want to be there.
No, I could never survive.
And plus, you still owe me a tank from when you broke that one. So once you refund me for breaking my tank.
Oh, you're talking about the sled?
Yeah. So once you fix
set
my
me
tank.
up to push a broken sled.
You broke the sled.
Thanks for nothing.
And once you pay me back, then you can come work out again.
Listen, I'm sure you have a tank guy. Have your tank guy come over and figure it out.
No, but it was good because we had Tay and we had Samson.
Yeah.
And Puka all work out and
rock and rolling.
Yeah.
I don't think Coop has ever had
have what?
that many people in it. Like we were working out, like it was like a tight space. I feel like maybe you worked out like by yourself.
Yeah,
like the last year, it's like
it was fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. They bring good energy. The Nacuas.
They do. I would agree.
It was good story times. Good story times.
Do you think this is another listed question here? Do you think that's the hardest workout that you've done?
Oh, he's done something harder. It wasn't like
it was more just shock the system.
I'm not going to answer this answer for you, but it's not the hardest workout. Those are not the hardest workouts I've ever done.
Yeah.
No. The bike, the assault bike is my worst nightmare for me. Like
the assault bike.
Yeah, that was my worst nightmare. Like I can't do it. College workout, like I had to come in.
Your worst workout can't be the assault bike.
What do you mean?
Like he likes doing it the least. Top 3, bottom 3, assault bike.
Yeah, assault bike for like clear cut number one.
First, worstest.
Gotcha. It's just your least favorite exercise to do.
Oh yeah. Like what?
We were talking like, what's the hardest workout you've ever done?
But if you can't think of one, I get the assault bike.
Yeah, assault bike.
That one does. That's tough.
That works. That works, I guess.
Just blood rushing to the quads
you had
and
to have
nowhere
done
else, and you're just like
been in college or high school where your coach is really just trying to kill you. Like I feel like everyone's had those.
For sure. Track workouts. I was in the track team in high school, which is the biggest joke of all time, as we have all seen me run.
We've seen the pictures.
It was
also
just for the workouts, and those were demoralizing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You put in the I did do the track workout. I had to do they did the 400. Like, hey, like they had all the football players like, hey, come out of the workouts here. You guys look like, oh, I think I could do that. I'm a good athlete, coach. Ran around the 400. I probably laid there for 25 minutes after.
Yeah, and in college, like no I have to go with big skill or whatever, and it's like me running with linebackers and running backs.
Yeah.
I'm running as fast as I possibly can just to be
right. Yeah.
in distance of these guys, and they're just cruising and they're yelling at me.
Yeah.
Not a fun existence.
Quarterbacks don't work hard.
Relax.
Mentally, they work hard.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Your hardest workouts are the Wednesday walkthroughs.
Oh my gosh.
The brain teasers that we
Wednesday
get.
walkthroughs.
Oh my gosh.
Matthew is in a full drenched sweat.
Full sweat.
Yep. Those are good. This is the next question we have for you. As again, something you're really passionate about. Would it be easier to go from the NBA to the NFL or the NFL to the NBA? You have dabbled in the basketball arena, pun intended, at the All-Star
Yes.
thing.
You guys also
Also
play
me.
knockout.
Yeah,
We do. We play.
Yeah.
We
This is just,
play.
I know the reason you brought that up is
No, I
he's
just-
gonna say he's like, hey,
no,
I beat you
I-
guys. Like, yeah, I know you guys play this game of pig, and I just own you guys in the game.
Me? Yeah. Well, I mean, I got invited once, won the game, no big deal. But no, I know you guys practice a lot. So,
Coach, I think it would be so easy to transition from the NFL to the NBA, like night in like less than 3 months, Coach. Probably like 3 to 6 months. I truly believe that I could transition to play a point guard or a shooting guard for one of the 30 or 32 teams that are in the NBA.
so are we 12th man on the bench? Or are we
No,
he's 7th man in the
to be
rotation?
honest,
What are we-
Matthew, like if we're like, if we go to the Detroit Pistons, like if that's like if I know that's where I'm going, Coach,
Depends on the team.
Yeah, you're gonna play me 15 minutes.
Yeah, I got it.
Like if I go to the Lakers, like no, I'm gonna be the 15th man. Like when we go 72-9, like I'll play the last game of the season. Like
Yeah.
But other
and
than
we've
that,
talked
you
about
and
this before.
Udonis Haslam
I
will be
don't-
sitting on the end of the bench
Yeah.
and be like, holy,
Hey,
I didn't even know he was still playing.
I will have the best 3-point celebrations you have ever seen. All of these,
Yes.
the celebrations, the handshakes. Let me get a handshake with
would be-
LeBron,
he
Coach.
would-
I will be.
I agree with Puka in the preliminary stage of like the question.
Yes.
I believe that's the right direction. That's the direction that's easier.
Yes.
Well, it's just I think like
Dude.
we have you can
3 months.
move
3
laterally.
months
You
is-
can move laterally.
Yeah.
Think
look,
of how many
you
times
just-
like you can work out for basketball compared to football. If Kobe and them waking up 6 a.m. getting shots up, 10 a.m. getting shots up, 12 p.m. like 2 p.m. now like getting shots up like to football.
see
It's
what
like
you're saying.
I'm not running routes 4 times in one day,
No,
Coach.
yeah.
That's
The
what I said-
amount of
that's why I
space you
said
can catch up in 3 to 6
no,
months.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Directionally, you can't. There's a very physical element moving from NBA to NFL. There's a very skill oriented
Yes.
aspect to going the other direction.
Yeah.
And
like
to say
general
that's-
height.
Well, that's the other thing. It's like you're gonna be this. You're probably gonna be the smallest guy on the court.
Yeah.
I can jump and touch the rim. I can dunk. I can like.
But they play.
Me and
they
Steph.
play,
I think my
Listen,
game.
you can dunk. I can maybe jump and touch the rim. Give yourself a little more credit than that. You can dunk. I can maybe touch the rim.
I just don't know.
Tom Brady dunked. I know.
look,
He's 45, whatever. That was impressive, by the
was-
way.
yeah.
If it was real.
if it was real, it was AI generated.
AI generated.
I feel like you left me hanging on that one. I didn't feel really supported by you. You know.
No,
I really thought you were going to be like, hey, if Puka can make it to the
This is the
NBA.
trust tree.
Let me finish.
I thought we were-
Let me touch on it a little more. I will say this, Pook. I think that you specifically could do it, not in 3 to 6 months. But I do believe that you could, one day make it happen in Lithuania.
I agree.
All right, just make a pitch to Mr. Clocky. Send me up to the Mile High City, man. Let me,
No.
Give
Now
me,
we're
give me
back
a
to
workout. Let me give me a workout. Let me see what it looks like, Coach. I can
someday-
use 5
someday you
fouls
can.
very,
Yeah.
very well.
I know you could. Look,
Coach.
I would never doubt you, Puka. I
John
would never
Morant's
doubt you.
not going to
I
blow
wouldn't
by
either.
me 5 times in a row. That's for sure.
Look,
Love
I
that.
think I do have to thank you for coming on here today,
Yes.
giving us your time, and saying outrageous things that people are going to love to hear.
Yes,
so
they are.
I do have to say that. So I give up to you.
Puka Nacua. Guess
Puka
number 1,
Nacua.
season number 2.
Guess number 1.
Let's go. I was the first one. I'm glad I made it, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
course.
you. Appreciate you, man.
It's movie magic. Puka has now been replaced.
Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, we're back. Puka had to leave, so we brought in Jason Willingham from Cuervo.
Jordan Whittington, Cuero, Texas.
That's not what these notes say.
Okay.
But anyways, it says here that you were all Big 12 first team
Sweet.
Yep.
Academic?
academic.
Academic.
I got a trophy for that too.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Nice.
I brought it to LA.
Really?
That is something to be proud
See
of.
it
I agree.
someday.
See it every day.
No, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
So we had Puka here, and then he had to go. So we filled the time with you. How have you been adjusting to LA?
It's been good. It's different.
Yeah.
So I'm from Texas, but the weather is nice, and I got to get a sense of that coming back to Houston and practicing and seeing the
Yeah.
difference. Yeah. I got accustomed to the LA weather. Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting how soft you get when you're in LA for
Yes,
just a
yeah.
short amount of time.
Either cold or hot. Go in both directions.
It does. It does.
It's true.
So okay, here we go. I have some questions for you here. What's the hardest you've ever been coached? Like, what's the moment? Tell us about the worst thing you've ever done.
All right. I played running back my freshman year at Texas.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that because
I didn't know
Bijan
that.
came and then it was I got to go ahead
I didn't
and go
know
back.
that. Running back in high school?
And a little bit.
Okay.
But my freshman year at UT, they moved me to running back because we needed some. And Stan Drayton was the running back coach. And I fumbled the ball twice. So he made me go through that. You know the thing where it's hard and you just run?
Yeah. It's got the little arms on it.
I had to go through it like 20 times.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was actually. Don't think they make those anymore. I believe Jameis Winston actually took over that.
That's right.
He got.
What is that video?
It's one of those. It's one of those actually attacking, physically assaulting Jameis Winston. I believe.
You got to get that video. That is a good video. Good pull.
Yeah.
Good pull.
Yeah. That was the hardest.
Just know, like, he can't do that anymore. You're safe.
Yes.
Those things are gone.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay.
That was a lot.
Where does the do something sweet mentality come from?
It's a good question. Football, I feel like, is a very schemed up X and O's. We're going to do this to get you this leverage and to get you this look and that play, and you throw it here, and we do this and that and the other. But at the end of the day, the players on the field, I feel like, have to go do something sweet. And sometimes you get into a bad play or something happens on a play, and I tell this to the receivers, usually Coop, when I'm sitting in there with them. It's like, what do you want to do if this happens? I was like, I'll throw it to you and then go do something sweet. So I feel like it's a good mentality to have because it's not always going to be perfect. We like to say it's an imperfect game, but then we try to make it perfect after the fact, which I understand. But players make the plays.
Let players make plays. And if they can't, move them to a different position.
Agreed.
What's something you do now that when you were a child you said you would never do? I can start. Mm-hmm. Okay, so like when I was a kid, I was like, I am going to play video games and I will be good at video games forever. Like I'm going to play with my kids and I'm going to always beat them. Now I don't have a video game console. I don't play anymore, you know. Mm-hmm. I said I was never going to read books, and now I love reading books, right?
Yeah. So that's a good one. Video games is a good one. I also don't ever do those, but I don't think I ever told myself I was going to be good at them. Mm-hmm. For me, I don't know. I'd probably jump on the trampoline. That comes to mind because I thought I would just do that forever. It's such a fun thing to do as a kid, and I'm terrified of it now. Yeah, my kids are on all the time, and I'm just like...
You dreamed as a kid, I'm an adult. I'm going to jump on so many my house is going to be a giant trampoline.
Is there anything better?
No, that sounds like a great time.
You know?
Yeah.
Scared of getting hurt.
You're still a kid, so we'll skip this one for you.
All right.
Because, but this is good. I am interested in this one, actually. I am genuinely interested in asking you. Do you have a Yarbinator nickname yet?
I don't yet. He just says J-Dub.
J-Dub?
Yeah, which everybody else says J-Wit.
What are all of them? Go ahead, put the cape on.
Super Cooper.
Super Cooper.
Yeah.
Who else?
Playmaker. Playmaker.
What?
Playmaker.
Yeah.
The Alien.
Yeah.
Turbo Tutu.
Turbo.
Wow. That's awesome.
Powerful Puka. That one's more of an alliteration.
Yeah.
Yours is kind of...
Is there a certain... You got to earn it?
I don't think so. I think he'll figure it out once you leave an impression on him. It just takes some time.
Yeah. Calls me gunslinger. I didn't even think about it.
They just get here.
Yeah.
Love Yards.
It'll come.
Yeah, no, we all love you here, Jordan.
Do you have any things that Cooper says all the time in maybe the meeting room or out on the practice field? If not, maybe Yarbs. I'm trying to think. What is a Yarbsism?
Some isms. Oh, Yarbs. He has so many.
Yeah.
Yarbs has a lot. One I got was from McVay.
Yeah.
It's this.
Yes.
And I feel like this is very convincing. So I plan to use it with my children.
Yeah. Good.
Because if I was I went up and I was like, hey son, go wash the dishes.
Yeah.
And then I came another day and I was like, hey, go wash the dishes.
I think Sean will be really happy that this is what you're taking from him. He's going to be really excited that that's what we're getting. Coach, you're doing a great job.
He's going to have to start using it, though. He's pretty soon he's just going to start walking around like this.
Yeah,
people listen to him all the time.
Yeah, he is.
When you start marking urgent on all your emails, and this is just how he has to do everything. If you want to listen, it's like...
It works.
He's going to be fired up.
Yeah, that's good. Give me a Yarbrism. Give me one.
What's coming to your mind? I see you got one.
There's so many of them. There's Yeah, DBs can hold you at the line of scrimmage. Right? You gotta learn to get those guys right. But just don't grab guys at the top. You're creating too much torque. You just pull a hamstring. Just don't pull at the top. You're creating too much torque.
It's like the more he talks, the more like amped up he gets.
The tone
That's
goes.
the main thing I take from him.
Going.
He'll just get louder and louder and more passionate.
I mean, you go, any PI, it's like, you do jail time for that in some states.
That's right.
It's 20
That is
years.
a good yard.
Right?
20 years.
I've got a whole list of them.
Sure.
We can go through them sometime. But you know what? We got to move on now, okay? It's just, you've overstayed your time.
Agreed.
Thank y'all for letting me listen to y'all. All right.
Yo.
Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
All right. So there we go.
That one's
Episode
over.
2, 9 and Dime. What a time.
All right. You're Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our videos.